Good morning, everybody out there in YouTube land. My name is Jed, and welcome to my channel, Flavor of Aliveness. How do you savor the flavor of your life? Well, today's video is going to be on how to remain positive in a negative situation. And I've got a great video for you guys today on a situation, as you can see in the thumbnail. I got into a little bit of an accident, but before I get into that too much, I want to remind you guys to please like and subscribe and tap the bell so that you get notified for all the videos that I'm doing down below. And also, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. I'd love to help you guys out. Any questions or things that we can get a discussion going on the topic of personal growth and how we can become better. I would love to hear it from you guys. Also, as always, there's links down in the description for the books and the programs that I use personally to create massive growth in my own life. Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, Psycho-Cybernetics, and also the GratiShift program that I've used personally in my own life. Well, very first off, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody in my life that stepped forward, and this is also something that I want you guys to see and realize, that if you've watched any of my other videos, I've talked a lot about all the amazing things that are happening in my own life, how I'm attracting just better and better things, and it just seems to keep going that way. But through this situation, I've had so many friends and family that have been willing to step up very selflessly. Huge thanks to my mom. You're amazing. Thank you so much. And a huge thanks to my girlfriend, who has selflessly given of herself to help me out. And she just, nobody's needed to do it. They've all just been happy to do it. So that's a huge blessing. And that's also a huge positive in this situation, which is what this video is all about. Just being able to look around and realize how many people care about me and how many people are willing to step forward and show me how much they care. And it also makes me realize how much I care about them. So there's positive number one right there. Just that realization that sometimes we forget about. Sometimes we don't realize how awesome people are in our lives. And this has been a great situation for me to do that. And it really would have been easy for me to put a negative spin on this whole situation. It happened on a Saturday, on a weekend. I had a Christmas party that I was excited to go to that night, and it also happened the weekend before Christmas, and I could very easily go to a negative place of, man, I'm going to miss my party. Now I'm not going to be able to spend Christmas the way I want to because I'm not as mobile. But anyways, what happened was I was up snowboarding, and I got a little bit too crazy. For the conditions. It was icy conditions. I probably should have been riding a little bit more careful, but I went off a little jump towards the bottom of the mountain and hit a soft patch of snow. The rest of the mountain was hard and icy. I wasn't expecting that, and it was soft, and it just flipped me right over. And I landed right on my left butt cheek. I'll tell you, it felt like somebody took a sledgehammer right to my ass cheek. It's not a super comfortable feeling, but it ended up breaking my pelvis. And as soon as I got into the hospital, I was really thinking about how amazing everything is that happens for me. The first thing I was thinking of was how this happened over the holidays and how I don't have as much work. I've got some time off work, so I'm not going to have to stress nearly as much about my work schedule. It would have been so easy to complain, but instead I've just been absolutely looking for the positives. And after getting the x-ray, the doctor came back, and it's really interesting how this happened. But I ended up landing in such a way that I broke my pelvis in an area where it doesn't usually break. It will usually break in an area where it clicks, where it doesn't stay stationary. And if that happens, it's an 8-week healing process where you got to just stay right down in bed. You can't get up and move around a whole lot. But for me, it broke in a place where it's stationary. It's not moving. It's a clean break, but it's sitting still, and it allows me to be able to walk and move around and still allow that to heal. In fact, the doctor said that he wanted me to start getting up and moving around immediately, and that of course was incredibly painful, but it's really going to shorten my healing time. And as of right now, I can't walk without a walker, but I anticipate we're a little bit over 48 hours outside of this happening. I anticipate that within the next 3 or 4 days I'll be walking without a walker. So the other huge positive, and this is a big takeaway for people that I'd love you to really grasp the concept of, is the gratitude that I now have for my legs. And there are so many people on this planet that never think about the fact that they can walk, or that they can use their arms, or that they have the use of their body. You know, just being a couple days without being able to walk has made me just be like, holy crap, I am so grateful for my legs. It's such a blessing to be able to get up and walk. Yesterday morning I was unable to get out of bed by myself. I had to have some help. Today I was able to get out of bed by myself, and so I'm healing up really rapidly. And you know, none of that would have happened if I wouldn't have hit the ground just right to break my pelvis in this perfect spot. The other crazy thing is, if I would have hit an inch to the left, I would have broke my tailbone. I would have been sitting on a donut for 8 weeks. But if I had landed an inch forward, I would have broke my back. If I would have landed an inch to the right, I probably would have broke my hip. So I landed just perfect to minimize injury. And why is that? Why is that? I mean, everything in my life, I'm so focused on all the good things that are happening in my life that when something like this happens, I can't help but say there's a reason why this happened. There's something I'm either supposed to learn from this or gain from this. There's absolutely something that I need to look at here, and I deserve to look at, and it's my privilege and my gift to look at. So if you're going through something like this in your life, if you're going through an injury or maybe a breakup, or something even worse than that, or maybe something not quite so bad, the way you remain positive in these situations is to look for that seed of an equivalent benefit. What is it that is positive about this situation? And in every situation that happens, either positive or negative, if you really want to take the time to look, I guarantee you can find more positives than negatives. You can always find the negative in things. It's real easy to do. But there's always a positive reason why things happen for you. And that's the lesson that I want to leave you guys with, is that things are happening for you, not to you. Always take a look at that. Always enjoy that in your life. Be grateful for what you have. And be grateful that things aren't worse than they are, because they very easily could be. Well, that's all I've got for you guys today. Hopefully this inspires some people. It's my mission and purpose here to put together great content that inspires people to do better and greater things and reach their highest potential in their lives. As I said before, if you enjoyed this content, please like, subscribe, and tap the notification down below. And you can also go check out our Facebook group, Flavor of Aliveness, where we talk about positive ideas and how to grow in a positive direction. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you guys again soon.